watching. So I decided that you're not supposed to be seeing me today or yesterday, because yesterday I did a art project, but I haven't finished editing it yet. But we're going to look at what I looked at today because, all right, so let's see. I did that with you guys. And then let's go to I don't know if I have my regular channel. Oh, I have my regular channel on here. Let's go see what I looked on there. That's what I looked at. I looked at Drunk Kitchen. Do you know that channel? You should know her. She's really funny. And she just got funded and I donated. I bought a postcard. She was raising money for a trip. She's going to go around the U.S. in a caravan, I guess. And she was trying to raise money for that. And she got $50,000 in like 6 hours. It was awesome. And she was like crying. It was great. It's so cool to see people realize their dreams when they don't even realize that they can actually do it. So it's not like fake crying. She really didn't realize. Oh, Wheezy Waiter. I like Wheezy Waiter. We still have to watch him. See, I haven't watched him yet. I'm subscribed to that AV Bite. I don't know. Is anyone else watching that? That's where you have people who are, they do a musical every week. Sometimes the musicals are really good, and sometimes I just can't watch them. This is a vlog by a startup in the US, and you probably know Ray, this guy right here. He has that ×3 or =3 show, which he just looks at videos from online. But this is his girlfriend, and they are creating a company together, a production company, and they're making some web series right now. And so I follow their vlog because that's like the businessy kind of thing. But they don't talk a lot of businessy kind of thing in there, which is I wish they would talk more businessy stuff. Right now they're just kind of doing outtakes from this web series, which it's set in high school, and since I'm no longer in high school, I don't watch shows about high school. I mean, if they did college, maybe, but high school's just, I think I wrote someplace I graduated early. I had no interest in staying in high school. Yuck. Okay, I shouldn't put it that way. My sister died when I was in high school, so I was an extreme introvert. And everybody stared at me. Like, they all knew me. I was in this one because they rank high schools by size. And I was like in a size A high school, which means it's just ginormous. And I was like walking down the hall. And they're like, hi, Emmy, hi, Emmy. And these are people I had no clue. And it was 4 grades of people who knew who I was. And, you know, when you want to just kind of blend into the wall and have no one notice you and just get to class from class to class and then go home and read your book. Having like 400 or 800 people, I think there were 300 people in my class. So having like 1,000 people know who you are just was, at the age of 17, it was just too much stress for me. So I asked my counselor, I'm like, I need to graduate at semester. And he goes, no one really does that and goes to university. And I'm like, you got to get me out of here. I love Anderson Cooper. I don't know. And I don't watch all his videos. He posts like a gazillion videos. But sometimes I like to watch 1 or 2 because I live in Europe and I can't watch his TV show. If I lived in the US, I might watch his TV show. I might. But I wouldn't take a time out of my day. I'd buy one of those machines that records it. I like watching Nairman, not because he's an excellent blogger. I just find him funny. Like, silly funny. And his songs are silly funny. And I just find that interesting. I find him interesting. And then I love this show. So if you want to watch something that's a little longer and you have time, so like you have an hour, because this is a very long vlog. These 2 guys, they're in London, and these 2 guys interview somebody for an hour or an hour and 15, or the other day, I think it might have been even 2 hours. But it's always an interesting topic, always. Like, they had a female boxer, and they had, this guy went on a trip recently to South America, and he did this, I don't remember what the drug was. He did some kind of spiritual awakening thing, and he talks and describes about it. But it's really funny because I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I wasn't there with him because I don't think I could have appreciated that. I like Bing Radio. And I like Bing Radio because it's not like any of his work. It's like where or I don't know if it's Bing Radio. It's wherever he's doing the vlogging. Like, he's just talking. I like that. I just like hearing about what he's doing because he has a business and he's working on it. And I like that. I like hearing about how other people's businesses are going. Then I watch Christopher's channel, and I subscribed to him when he talked about this. And so I'm subscribed. I don't know if I'm subscribed on the other one, but I'm subscribed to on here, and I don't always subscribe to both. This is really cool. It's called Future Shorts, and they have little short movies or films. And I don't know what this is, but I didn't like today's because they were doing this spider thing. It showed up. I watched Daily Grace. I think she's funny. I like her with bangs. I watched Jenna Marbles. Unfortunately for today, I watched her when my daughter was in the room, and my daughter was like, got upset because she swears way too much. A bunch of girls in here. Or I shouldn't say that because I just said that she swore so much. It's just not part of my vocabulary. I would like to be more articulate. And I think swearing is just, you swear when you don't have the proper words, or you need to be really passionate. And then, maybe swearing is appropriate. I don't know. Oh, this is so funny. You need to watch this today. If you can, you should watch this. It's he said, she said. They're coming up with this series where they review things. And now I'm going to go and download this TV show because I've never watched this. It's called Scandal. But these two are talking about it, and I was laughing so hard when they were talking about it. I love this. And I'm now subscribed to their channel because those two are going to be reviewing things. And I just like that kind of show. I like watching this guy when he's talking. When he starts doing the rhyming or poems and stuff, I can't watch it because I don't like that kind of stuff. I like poetry. I am subscribed to a poet who actually occasionally does put a poem up. Yeah. I have iJustine, and I rarely watch any of her things because for me it's sort of, I don't find them interesting enough. Oh, this is a good one. Cinema 4D Toots. He does a lot of fast art sketching stuff, and I really enjoy watching the stuff that he posts. Not all of it, but I watch quite a bit of it. I would watch this, but there is one person in this TV show for Soul Pancake that I just can't stand. I can't stand it. There's nothing personal. I just can't stand watching you, and it's in this one. And I just get it's I don't know if it's the voice, I don't know if it's the topics, the lack of topics, the way the topics are discussed, but it's a person who I just don't enjoy watching, so I won't watch this. Even though there are quite a few people that I want to watch, I just can't handle that. And that's what the love of YouTube is that I don't have to. And then I watch Wheezy Waiter because I just love watching Wheezy Waiter. And let's see, I watched Grinner on here, and I watched Leslie Found Her Grail. If you haven't seen her, you may want to see Leslie Found Her Grail. She's actually pretty interesting. She doesn't post as much now as she did before because she now has a regular job, I guess. I watched Pogobot. I watched him through his meltdown through San Francisco. Did anyone else watch him through his meltdown in San Francisco? He was like, I'm going to move to San Francisco. I'm like, that's a bad idea. Now, earlier I told someone, yeah, go ahead and move to England, because you seem mature enough. He was moving from Nebraska or wherever he's from, and he totally didn't seem prepared to me moving. He was so overwhelmed by the success he was having that I was like, oh, bad idea. And it was a bad idea. He totally melted down, and that was the end of that. So now he has a show that doesn't have as many people watching it, and that kind of sucks. But he has a job in New York, so he probably doesn't care. Smart Girls. I don't know if anyone watches that. It's Amy Poehler's show, and right here, Amy Poehler. I sometimes like watching this, and sometimes I don't. I like Amy Poehler. I would like to have Amy Poehler on more often. But she's kind of like taking this serious role on here. She's being like a journalist instead of being like a comedian. And I kind of like her more as the comedian. Like my daughter introduced me to Parks and Recreation this year. I have never seen that before. And I watched that with her, and I thought, this is really funny. And we went through like however many seasons there are of Parks and Recreation, we streamed them because I had never seen one. I live in Europe. I've lived here for 10 years. So there's a lot of shows that I've never seen. And I was like, oh, that's so funny. So we sat there and we watched them. However many years it's been on, we've watched them. So I think I'm caught up now, maybe. And I really enjoyed it. I thought they were really cute. All right. And let's see, what else do I have here? Matthew Gatos, if you don't know him. This is actually a cute one because he's going through Tumblr. And I liked that. College humor, because I sometimes have that level of humor. Let's see what else is here. Oh, here, these are cute. This is a vlog from last year, 2012, from Project 2012, and I like watching them. It's a gay couple in England somewhere, and they're just, I like them. I like David So Comedy. I don't like him all the time. There's Christopher again. And that's Ray William Johnson. He's the one that actually has the other one I showed you, the vlog about the company startup. And then Z Frank, I love watching his stuff, any of his stuff, all of his stuff. I'm subscribed to both of his channels. Words with Girls. This Hannah, the woman from the Drunk Cooking Show, she was in this one. I'm subscribed to it because of her, because I thought she was really funny. And I watch one or two of these. I don't know. They're not that, it's not my favorite. But I'm not one of these people who unsubscribe, so if I subscribe, I will see what you have and I'll just keep looking. And if I find it funny, I'll continue to subscribe. And occasionally I will unsubscribe if your stuff is just like I can't tolerate it. This guy who's the picture, I'm subscribed to his channel too, which is actually pretty good, but you're not going to see it here. And I'm not going to go and load more because I think we've gone through enough for today.